Visual novels and dating sims have become more popular in the past few years in the West, from ones developed by big-name publishers to independent developers. However, before that they were pretty obscure, and it was pretty rare that you would be able to find someone who could name a visual novel other than the Ace Attorney series, the Zero Escape games, or perhaps the infamous School Days, and even those people would be hard to find. But there's a game that's probably even more obscure than those, and it was actually my very first experience in the visual novel genre. Princess Debut was developed by Cave, known for their bullet hell games, and localized by Natsume, who you probably recognize as the previous longtime localizers of the Harvest Moon games. In Europe, the game was localized by Midway, and the cover is quite different than other regions. As you can see, it looks like they used a stock photo of a girl that looks nothing like the heroine, which makes it look like the game's going to be shovelware. But I can promise you that's not the case. After naming your character, you're sent to your humdrum existence of a typical teenager about to end another boring day. That is, until your clone pops out of your closet, along with her annoying little friend. She then explains that she's actually a princess who is expected to become a dancer, something that she really doesn't want to do. So of course, you agree to swap places with her, and get isekai'd into her world. Let's hope no one notices the princess's eye color suddenly changing. The dating sim portion of the game is actually only half of its content. The other half is a rhythm game, where you slide your stylus across the touchscreen in time with the music against various patterns. What's interesting about this is that not only are these all actual ballroom dances, but the animation is motion captured from real-life professional dancers, and I think it's impressive that they went the extra mile to really show off the art and beauty of dancing. And it wouldn't be a ballroom dancing game without a lot of fancy costumes to dance in, which you unlock throughout the game through multiple playthroughs. And I can't say any of the designs are dull. They're all unique outfits, and despite the limited graphic capabilities of the DS, there's quite a bit of detail in each of them, which makes them all interesting to look at in-game. Just don't get too distracted or else your score will suffer. Overall, the rhythm gameplay isn't very difficult, which can make it a bit tedious sometimes, especially since you'll be playing through the same few songs for a while, but for the most part it's fun enough. I can also appreciate some of the less orthodox choices of music for particular dances, such as Bach's Minuet in G major to a cha-cha, or Danny Boy to a jive. And speaking of, this game actually taught me the names of some classical music pieces when I played it way back when. And they say video games make you stupid. As for the dating sim portion of the game, it's pretty by the book when it comes to the princes you can court. You've got the childish one, the Casanova, the guy with a stick perpetually up his ass, the reluctantly popular one, the cold book smart one, the sensitive one who might like his sister a little too much. Well, at least there are no bad endings in the game. Much like the rhythm game portion, none of the routes are exactly difficult, and you'll even get multiple chances to pair up with one of them throughout the game. Though it is ideal to pair with your chosen prince as soon as you can, so you can see all of the unique dialogue and events. The one exception to this, however, is Klaus, who is arguably the canon choice in the game. Not only do you have to choose very specific dialogue options for him, but you also have only one opportunity to ask him to be your partner. And like the dumbass I am, I actually had to restart the game twice because I accidentally chose just one wrong option. Not even the secret route is even close to being as hard as this one. The things I do for fictional relationships. This is a pretty lighthearted game, so I can't say there's anything in the story that's going to make you bawl your eyes out. Still, it's pretty cute, and for the most part all the boys are likable, even if some of them have their moments. I also noticed that in this world, choosing someone as a dance partner is akin to a romantic courtship, as you and your partner of choice act like boyfriend and girlfriend throughout the game. Of course, at the end of the game, your partner asks you to formally be their girlfriend, which might seem contradictory. However, he's also proposing to you with a diamond ring, which puts your character in a wedding dress. Not exactly the first thing that comes to mind if you're just going steady. My guess is that in the original Japanese version, your chosen partner actually did propose marriage, but this was changed in the international releases as the both of you are still teenagers, with the youngest being only 13. At least the player character's age is ambiguous, so you don't have to be an 18-year-old creeping on a kid. Hopefully. Princess Debut is a game meant for younger audiences, and it shows. Both the rhythm game and the dating sim portions of the game aren't exactly difficult, and the story isn't anything heavy. However, there's still plenty of charm to be found in the game with its lighthearted nature, and the character sprites and the dancing animations are enjoyable to look at. Overall, it's a fun experience, and I'd say it was a pretty good introduction to the world of visual novels as a preteen. While I wouldn't call it one of the best of its genre, I still have a soft spot for cute games like this.